Friends, extra, extra. Read all about it on every device that supports YouTube across the country. I congratulate you on Cosmonautics Day, which is finally here. Therefore, I congratulate our beloved galaxy, the universe, on this holiday. Yuri Gagarin was the first man in space, and we love him. So, friends, now, as you know, spring has come. The snow's melted, it's warmer, and the sun is shining. We bask and rejoice in its rays and dance. But after we took off our warm fur coats, jackets, sweaters, woolen ones from sheep's wool, what did we discover? We discovered that a belly and a paunch were hiding under the clothes all winter. What to do, friends? Now we no longer need it. We don't need this insulation because summer is ahead of us, the cottage and beach season. And we must look good on the shore of our rivers, lakes, and swimming pools. So I'm in a hurry to help you out, friends. I'm in a hurry. For this, a special set of exercises was developed by the Shumerlinsky Department of Dietology of the Institute of Advanced Training of Dietologists. The head of this department, Alekseev Shotkarchap-Yuriev, developed a special set of exercises that allows you to quickly remove practically any accumulated belly during the cold and turn it into steel, powerful muscles in the form of abs. So, friends, in order to clearly demonstrate to you the effectiveness and quality of these exercises, I will use a high-precision measuring device known as a meter-centimeter. Centimeters, inches. Centimeters are more accurate than inches. We trust them more. Therefore, with a centimeter tape, we carefully measure our belly before starting the exercises, in a neutral position between inhale and exhale, at the level of the navel. We got 92 centimeters here, for everyone who doubts me and who thinks I'm a liar. Here you go. See? You see, exactly, 92 centimeters, native Russian centimeters. The most accurate centimeter tape is located in Russia. This is our starting point, 92 centimeters. We took off the jacket and discovered that 92 is too much for summer. 88 would be better. What to do? We turn to a complex of exercises. They allow you to tighten the stomach lightning fast and remove it. How does it work? A certain theoretical part will stimulate you to perform exercises. There is fat. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get rid of the fat in a few minutes. I'll tell you a secret on how to remove it. It'll be revealed at the end of the video. Whoever watches it will find out how to do it so that without practically restricting any foods, your fat still would melt like last year's snow in April and May. So, friends, the theoretical part boils down to the fact that there are certain muscles that support the tone of the abdomen and lower back. And when their imbalance occurs, our stomach begins to bulge forward. And even if there is no excess weight, even if there is no subcutaneous fat and, as it is called, an omentum, the stomach still appears from somewhere. That's because the position of the pelvis changes. It turns around like that. Our muscles, lumbar flexors, and quadriceps muscles shorten. The lower iliopsoas muscle shortens. It pulls the pelvis back with every step because when we walk, the movement is not in the hip joint. It stretches well at this moment and the thigh stretches. Along with the pelvis, it retracts. This is the iliopsoas muscle. It drags the whole pelvis along with the leg. So instead of the gluteus, the quadriceps muscle, which practically stops working during walking, begins to take all the load, and the spine flexors in the lumbar region. In this case, it takes all the load on itself. The lumbar pelvic muscle keeps the pelvis in the right position and allows the leg to move fully while walking. That is, here is the leg. When the lumbar muscle is at the back, it stretches and then successfully brings the leg forward from this position. But as for this person, By the way, two of my friends are helping me to make the episode today. Here's Alexander, and here's Nikolai. They kindly provided their bodies for conducting this experiment. Here we are looking at their pictures now. And so, friends, here, his leg movement will occur together with the pelvis. That is, here, see, our leg moves separately from the pelvis, but for Seaman, his pelvis will shift with each step. And if he runs fast, for example, the pelvis can shift here. And when the leg goes forward, the pelvis stays behind. Here is such a rhombus has formed. So, friends, because instead of butt muscles, the ones being activated are quadriceps muscles of the thigh. Pelvis can't be held straight by the thigh muscle. Well, we've mastered the theoretical part, roughly understood it all, realized all the significance of all this. Cosmos will help us today to perform all these exercises. Astronaut's Day. It adds to the mood. All the exercises you do during this day will be more effective. So if you're watching this video, for example, not on the day when it came out because you, for example, are not subscribed, did not leave a comment, didn't hit the like button, then wait for the next year. You'll get a chance. Friends, this is all just talk. We are interested in exercises. So the first thing we need to do is we need to shift the load from the waist to the stomach. For this, there is a specially developed exercise. The Institute of Abs and Subcutaneous Fat Improvement, its head of department, Nikolai Yurperchayev, he suggests doing such an exercise. For this, we will need a special roller filled with swan feathers, or just any pillow. Anything you can put under your buttock will do. So, we lie down in such a way that our buttocks correspond to the position of this roller, and the fifth lumbar vertebra is in the air, above the surface. And now, with this fifth vertebra, don't worry if you can't see it. I'll demonstrate it to you later on the skeleton. And with the fifth lumbar vertebra, we strive to reach the floor with you. So, feel that the lower part of your abdomen is straining. Stretch the lower part of the abdomen lower. Lower part of the lumbar, fifth, fourth vertebrae to the floor and lift it up again. Stretch down again and lift up. This way, you get such a pelvic movement that is not natural for a person with a belly. If he has a belly, he hasn't made this movement for a long time. Try to do the same movement with straight legs. It will be harder, but the load is greater. If you can't reach the floor with straight legs, you bend them to such a position that you can do it, but with a load. If it's too easy, straighten your legs a bit. So you do two approaches dynamically 10 times, and the third approach you do statically. You reached your fifth lumbar vertebra to the floor and hold it in. Such a position for 20 seconds. And here's the interesting thing. People with a pronounced abdomen often have abdominal breathing over the chest. When you do this, you will notice that at first it may be difficult to breathe because the abdomen is tense in this position. And this part of the abdomen stops participating during breathing, stops participating on the inhale. So, what did I do? Look, now with the help of this anatomical spine, I will show you this way. This is our initial position, and we need to put our pelvis, you see, right on the floor. At this moment, the abdomen is tense here. It's working hard. And raise it now. Again, down. This is what we do in dynamics. And in statics, we put it down. Hold it like this. Hold it in this position for 30 seconds. Here, the abdomen is tense. The lumbar muscles relax at this moment, and there is such an interaction between the muscles, which is difficult to achieve with another exercise. in which the abdominal muscles as if learn to take on the load to hold the pelvis in the necessary position. Then you complicate it by starting to straighten your legs. So, friends, this was the first most effective exercise. So, friends, our keen regular viewers have grasped that the second exercise follows the first. The second exercise didn't just come about. It was developed at the scientific research university named after Alexander Petrov. This exercise was developed by Sergei Avdonchipyev. He suggested stretching the lumbar muscle to avoid unnecessary waist movement during the step. So, friends, watch carefully. We stand near the wall. We put one foot forward, the other back. The first exercise, the easy version, is when our back foot is on the toes and the pelvis is trying to go towards the wall, while making sure there is no such rotation of the pelvis, so that both the front and upper hip bones are trying to make a forward movement towards the wall. This is the easy version. Here you do 10 repetitions dynamically and then one statically, on one side, then the other. A more complex version is when the distance between the legs is larger. The front leg is bent at the knee, and we are trying to reach the wall with the knee. We also slightly twist the pelvis in such a way that we don't have any bends in the lower back. The stretch will be felt here in the lower part of the lumbar sacral muscle. How to determine which exercise you need to do? By the muscle stretch. If you only feel the stretch in this position and don't feel it in this one, then, accordingly, do a more complex advanced version. If you try to do the first version and already feel the stretch here, then do this for a while and practice it for some time, and then we move on to a more complex version. So, friends, finally, the long-awaited third exercise. Everyone knows the standard classic vacuum exercise. It's effective, but not as effective as the vacuum developed at the Pelez-Kosinski University of Vacuum Studies by the great scientist Huzangay Mulgachev, who suggested making the vacuum in such a way that the stomach is drawn in not only on inhalation, but also on exhalation. Look at what he came up with. Look, it's better to do this exercise slightly leaning. And now, when we exhale, we pull in the stomach, and on the inhale, we do the same. Such a paradox, friends. That is, we pulled in the stomach on the inhale, and we pulled in the stomach on the exhale. And it constantly strives to press even more against your spine. To see the results before and after, I will also do this exercise 5 times instead of or better, 10 times. So you can breathe with your stomach, you can breathe with your mouth, you can breathe with your nose. It's whatever you prefer more. It's not necessary to hold your hand here, it's just so you can see it. It's better to do it this way. I don't allow it to relax during inhalation. What's the benefit of this exercise? The benefit is that on the inhale, the quadriceps of the pelvis begin to relax, and there is movement of the 12th rib, which is usually absent during breathing. So, the final one? One of the most effective exercises that was personally shown to me by Tavdabushchim Irgunov, who was born and grew up in a small village near the city of Yadrin Oil and Alpha Factory. He was born there, but that didn't stop him from founding his own department for the study of abdominal oblique muscles, which we will do as our next exercise. So, friends, for this we will need a roller like this one. We put it to fix the pelvis between the wall and the cross, and now we start to make turns in such a way that our hand reaches this part of the roller. And we do this movement, pulling the stomach in, using the principle of the previous exercise, the principle of the perfect vacuum. So, friends, we do it this way 10 times to one side, 9, 10, and 10 times to the other side, 9, 10, and now alternately also 10 times, 7, 9, 11. So, friends, well, all exercises are finished. We got a little tired. Now, let's check. Well, you saw that I didn't fully do it, right? That is, I didn't fully do all the sets. So the result that I could achieve now should be less by about 50%. And so again, a high precision measuring device. So friends, let's see what will happen. I don't see anything. The belly is gone. I don't see. Let's see what will happen. So friends, exactly, but not really, 85.5, you can say exactly 90 centimeters. Can't deceive this thing. These devices are extremely precise. Well, friends, here is this physical load, and now, and how to be with fat. What do we do with it? It'll be useful next winter, but not right now. Nutrition is key. That's how to start losing weight in such a way that you don't have to deny yourself anything in particular. As you know, friends, our food can be divided into proteins, fats, and carbs. And they are designated by such scientific terms as proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. To put it simply, all of these are building materials, of course, but protein is purely a building material, while this is energy. Energy. We need it to move, think. All the physiological processes that occur in us require building material and energy. That's a kind of energy that can quickly enter the blood. It needs to be used quickly, especially these are simple carbs where there is a lot of sugar. If we do not use it, it begins to turn into fat in us. Fat is accumulated, so to speak, energy, which is with us in case of hunger, in case of fasting, in general. That is, if you ever get hungry, you will use your fat. And it's not so easy to use during physical exertion. That's why there are certain types of training to reduce fat, where you need time for your fat to start being used for muscle contraction energy. But there's one little trick. How to make it so that without denying yourself in mayonnaise, sugar, ice cream, pies, chocolates, you can also lose weight. As you know, there is a morning meal, there is a daytime one, there is an evening one, and there can be ones in between. Divide your day into morning, daytime, and evening time. So in the evening around 6 o'clock, you can't eat any of those. That is, you completely remove carbs, especially light carbs, around 5-6 hours before your bedtime. Because you don't spend them anyway, they turn into fat at night. If you love them, you can't live without sweets, pastries, fruit. Eat them during the first half of the day, please do. You will spend them anyway. Even if you go from the kitchen there and back, sit constantly, you still spend them. If you want to eat in the evening, please, eat protein. Fats, of course, should be natural, not mayonnaise, not transgenic. The point is, if you want to eat in the evening, eat protein food, preferably dry meat. You can have anything, maybe an egg. If you need to lose weight, a lot of weight, then without the yolk. In the morning and during the day, please eat fats, proteins. Proteins must definitely be there. They are a building material. Anyway, try it. Write in the comments your results. Again, happy Cosmonautics Day to you all over the universe. Do sports, help parents. Hit the like button, write your comments below. See you.